Come from anywhere.
Okay.
Basil, let's go!
I'm coming.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, that's one of my favorite features about Basil is like, you might not be able to see him, but you can for sure hear him.
He's gorgeous.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, the Harris Hawks have a special spot in my heart. They were one of the very first birds I worked with here at the Raptors.
Hello and welcome back to the channel everyone for today's new adventures taking us to Vancouver Island. Whether you want to learn about birds of prey, go on the whale watching tour in Nanaimo, hike the many stunning trails on offer, or simply visit waterfalls and serene rainforests in provincial and national parks, Vancouver Island is a world unto itself. Pushing north, the road unfurls towards Duncan, where the Raptors, a bird of prey rescue and education center, awaits. Tucked in a Cowichan Valley, this stop is a chance to stand mere feet from hawks, owls and falcons, their piercing eyes tracking your every move. A guided encounter lets us feel the weight of a Harris hawk on a glove and later marvel at a flying demonstration. The center's mission, rehabilitation and release adds depth to the experience, grounding us in the island's wild heartbeat.
Beautiful Harris Hawks. Now he is a juvenile, so that's why he's very squeaky. Harris Hawks aren't a species we find here. They're actually from kind of South Mexico down into the United States. But we do work with a ton of our Harris Hawks here. They're amazing birds, great personalities. We almost never leave home without a Harris Hawk. We can work with these guys at places like landfills, airports, and industrial sites, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so we're going to be heading down this path and kind of make our way into the forest, and then we can start flying this guy. I believe he's turning a year and a couple months this year. Yeah, still quite young for a Harris Hawk. Oh, that's it. And then just along this path, there's like a couple of roots and rocks, so just keep that in mind. Usually they're all pretty visible like that. Okay, little birdie, I'm gonna try to, why don't you keep going. Bro, don't hang out right there. Don't hang out right there.
Basil is just going, breakfast.
Yeah, well, Basil being a baby, his natural instinct is to be like, oh, if those birds aren't paying attention. So they should move once he starts going. Yeah, so I'm going to release him here, and then we're going to walk a little bit farther up. So if you have those gloves, you can either put them on, or you can just have them.
Just a quick picture.
Yeah, not a problem. Just while he's staying somewhat still. Basil.
You are so beautiful.
Yeah, they're really, really pretty. They have kind of like that copper red, orange on their wings. He's quite blotchy on his chest right now because he is so young.
Yeah.
When he becomes like more of an adult, he'll actually solid out there, and he'll kind of match kind of the darker browns on his body, and then he'll like get a bit more like red on his wings as well. Because they land a lot heavier, but you do get to hang out with some of our vultures for a bit. If you ever back,
Hey mate.
yeah, we'll go down this path. Oh yeah, he's ready. I know, you gotta wait just a little bit. And then this is a really good one if you'd like some like front-facing photos. So we can even just wait. So we can kind of position it so you can get some photos. Go on this side.
Yep, okay.
It's gonna fly by you. Yeah. I'm not. Oh my goodness.
What was that?
Like disparate.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. It's pretty cute. When he's like flying, he's usually pretty focused and he's in work mode. And then like there's occasionally like when you call him down to your glove, he'll like start chirping again. All right, you want to go over there first, or where do you want to go? There we go. You ready? Basil, let's go, let's go. So Basil and I actually had a pretty cool opportunity to work at one of our landfill sites here on the island. Basil's job was to be the scary predator that he is and to keep all the gulls from eating that garbage. through the bush.
Did you get it?
Oh yeah, you got it. Now, in addition to those long legs, he's got that beautiful long tail, and that helps to act like a rudder. So if he were to get ever separated from his pack, or especially younger males, they'll kind of leave their families to start their own family. So during that time, when they're hunting alone, they need to be able to hunt smaller animals. Birds, insects are nice little snacks on the wing. So that longer tail just means they're a bit more agile to kind of keep up with those prey items. And that's a pretty cool kind of feature when flying them through here. Some of the birds will like dip through the bushes and they'll like tuck in their wings. It's really cool. Very, very athletic.
Hey, mate.
There you go. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love their tails too. Yeah. His is pretty cool because it's quite stripy compared to what an adult. Alright, well I'm just going to pop him into this little box because he's going to be doing an experience right after ours. So I will be getting his little box prepped for him, get a nice little tasty treat. This isn't where he lives at all full time. It's just like a little transitional box.
It's the naughty box or something.
We get lots of questions on if our birds stay in here, and we're like, no, never.
No.
But I can see why. Like, wow. There we go. Good job, honey. So yeah, he'll just go in here for 10-15 minutes. Kind of relax. It can be a little stressful meeting a lot of new people, so giving them a couple minutes just to kind of debrief. And it's a little bit quicker. Like if we were to walk them to and from their aviaries every single time, it might be a bit stressful. So yeah, being able to kind of hang out in these boxes for a couple minutes and then they fly again, and then after all they're flying, they'll kind of go back into their aviaries. Yeah, hang out for the rest of the day.
Have some downtime too.
Absolutely, yeah. Basil is secured in the box. His little leash here.
Thank you for doing the talk early too as well. That's much appreciated.
No problem. Yeah, it worked out.
It did. It was awesome.
If you folks can't stick around for the demo, feel free to do so. It's really cool. Even if you can't stay for all of it.
Yeah.
We usually fly 4 birds, so if you'd like to stick around for as many as you can, I definitely recommend it. It's really, really cool. And then you could hopefully get some like really nice photos and videos of that. But just a little bit about who we are and what we do here at the Raptors. So we are primarily a bird of prey, conservation, education organization. So our main goal is to get folks like yourself up close and personal with our birds, hopefully just inspiring you to go back out to your everyday lives and just understanding and appreciating some of the birds we see out and about on a daily basis just a little bit better. So we do lots of different education here at the center. We do the demonstration you're about to see. We have our hands-on experiences, tours that I believe some of you were on this morning. We have summer camps, training courses throughout the summer, and then we go up and down the island as well for different education. But we also work with our birds all across Canada at places like landfills, airports, and industrial sites, doing what's called wildlife management. So being able to bring our top predators like a red-tailed hawk, a peregrine falcon, or a bald eagle out to these places, really utilizing that natural predator-prey relationship, we're able to keep any invasive or nuisance species from hanging out in these areas. But all that being said, are you ready to meet your first bird out here today? Yeah, wonderful. Well, we're going to look all the way up to our left-hand side and see if one of the most iconic birds of our western coastline is ready to join us. His name is Hercules. Hercules! You up there? Here he comes. Now this is Hercules, and if anybody knows the answer to what kind of bird he is, shout it out. Eagle! An eagle! And there he goes. Thanks for coming to our demo. Have a great rest of your day. No, I'm kidding. Hercules, he's barely able to provide for himself at that point of his life. He barely knows how to be an eagle, so he wouldn't be able to have a family. So when these birds are very young, and when they first hatch out of the egg, they're all brown in coloration. They do have white feathers, but they're kind of scattered throughout their body, not in any particular order. And then by the time they reach the age of 4, they're considered mature. And that's when they start to get this white head and tail, but sometimes it can take a total of 8 years to fully gain it. Now this white head and tail is a sign of maturity.
So it helps to show all the other bald eagles in the area that Hercules, he is big, he is strong, he survived long enough by himself, he'd be a good provider for a mate and some babies. So it's an exciting time in these eagles' life when they are ready to go eagle dating. So again, you have to have those 3 tools to be a raptor. Most commonly, raptors include eagles, owls, hawks, and falcons. Well, Hercules has done an incredible job. When he is ready, he can make his way off the flying field. How about a big round of applause for our lovely boy? This is JD. Now, does anybody know what kind of bird he is?
Vulture.
A vulture? You got it. He is a vulture. More specifically, a turkey vulture. So vultures, are they not the most beautiful bird you've ever seen before? There's a wrong answer to that, and there's a right answer to that. Don't worry, what he may lack in a little bit of style, he makes up for in his personality and what he does for our ecosystem. So vultures as a whole typically get a pretty bad reputation because of lots of Disney movies, lack of education, and pop culture. These birds are oftentimes seen as not very intelligent or bringers of death, bad omens. But this couldn't be farther from the truth. So not only do they have amazing personalities, very big personalities, and they're very intelligent, they can have friendships, they can form enemies, they can even solve puzzles and mazes. But what vultures do for our ecosystem is even more important. So Judge, he still eats meat, but he doesn't catch or kill anything for himself. So what might he be considered? It starts with an S.
Scavenger.
A scavenger, you got it. So vultures, they are nature's cleanup crew. They're going out into our environment and making sure you and I have a nice, healthy, and clean world to live in. And how they contribute to this is they're obviously going and eating all that rotting meat out of our ecosystem. But they're also helping to take out any bacteria or harmful diseases that might be in that meat. They're eating all of this rotting meat, anything that's in that dying animal is going to get killed off in their stomach acid, and when they go to the bathroom, it's not being leached into the water, leading to other animals or humans. So yeah, sadly, poaching of those elephants is going to attract a lot of vultures. Now there's a poaching event that happened in Botswana about 5 summers ago now, where 3 elephants were poached. They weren't found until 8 days by rangers. And when they were found, about 537 vultures were also found dead. 3 species even went locally extinct. You don't have to think they're the prettiest bird out there, but even if you leave here with a better understanding, a bit more appreciation, that's a win for the vultures out in the wild. Yeah, he is an owl. I'll give you a hint of what kind. He's pretty great, and he has little horns. A great horned owl, you got it. Now, great horned owls, they are one of the most common species of owl we find here on the island. Oh, he sees that eagle way up there. Oh, this is pretty cool. So he's kind of doing an intimidation display. So he's making himself look a lot bigger than he actually is. He's kind of got his wings out. He's got those little tufts of feathers, which are called plumicorns, sticking up. And that kind of makes him look a little scary. It's okay, buddy. Your bodyguard's here to protect you. Arctos. Oh, hello. Now you might be wondering how a bird like Arctos hunts a skunk or a porcupine. Fact of the matter, he just doesn't give a hoot. It's more so, thank you, worst joke of the day, or best. So it's because he's got those 3 raptor tools. Arctos. Ooh. So that sharp beak, sharp eyesight, sharp talons. But he's also got 3 other additional adaptations, or owl superpowers that we like to call them, that he uses to his advantage. So his first owl superpower. Hi, over here. Thank you. I know, it's scary up here. His first owl superpower are those big, beautiful eyes. So owls have very, very large eyes in comparison to their skull. So if we had the same size eyes as owls, we'd either have grapefruits or oranges in our head. That's how big their eyes are in their skull. They take up about 70%. Now by having his ears at different locations on his head, it just means he's able to let in sound from every different angle. And that little facial disc of feathers helps to act like a satellite dish. So it actually funnels the sound right back into his ears. So this helps to muffle the sound that they make while they're flying through the air. So not only does it help them to sneak up on an unsuspecting prey item, but also if he had the constant sound of his own body in his ears, like whoosh, 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 he obviously wouldn't be able to hear that mouse that he's trying to hunt. So this is Theodin, or Theo. So he is still a falcon. He's got those beautiful pointed wings, and he is an oplomato falcon. So a very small cousin to the peregrine and the gyr falcon. Now oplomatos are not a species we find here. They're actually from Argentina, Mexico, kind of that range. But we do work with Theo here because it's really cool to kind of show people what other species of raptors live in the rest of the world. Now oplomatos, again, they are a very small cousin of the peregrine, so they share very similar characteristics. Now you'll notice with Theo, I'm not flying him to a lure. Ooh. Now you can with the oplomatos, but we oftentimes like to zip him in between the audience. He's very tiny, he can squeeze into really cute little quarters, so we usually like to fly him glove to glove. But he's got those beautiful pointed wings that he's beating very rapidly in the air. That's to gain speed and momentum. These birds are known to be the assassins of the bird world, like I mentioned. They have to make sure they're in the most perfect condition as possible to be that top-flighted predator. So that toenail tooth just helps to achieve that. You've been an amazing audience. Thank you so much for all of your great questions and for your patience throughout the time. But thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day here at the Raptors. And thanks for joining us. Safe travels, everyone.
Oh yeah.
That was so quick.
What can you hear? Which one would you be? Menwi or higher?
It'll be shyer. Should be
Oh, sorry, Shire.
Big, not very